Let me ask you a quick question. Out of all the prominent side heroes in Superman, specifically the members of the Justice Gang, who was the coolest member of that group and why was it Mr. Terrific? I remember all the way back in late 2022 when James Gunn would drop teases or hints of what's to come in the DCU, the time period where he first took over DC Studios with Peter Safran, posting images of DC characters every so often, and one day posting the cover art of JSA issue 76, drawn by Alex Ross, hinting at Mr. Terrific in the DCU. Little did we know that the character would not only make an appearance in the first ever movie in this universe, but also have a significant role in the movie's events. I knew we were in for a treat when the set photos started roaming around with our first looks at Mr. Terrific's costume, complete and utter comic book accurate goodness that had my faith set on this interpretation of the character. Without a doubt, the drippiest character in the entire movie. Edi Gathegi finally getting his leg back in the superhero movie space after what they did to his character Darwin in X-Men First Class.
Adapt to this.
I'm sure we've all seen that one tweet that used to get recycled every couple of months.
Not comparing tragedies, this was our September 11th.
Going from that to playing a character that got to show off an aura farm to the degree that it would give Henry Cavill's Superman a run for his money.
With what happened with my character in the X-Men series, which was, and I've said this before, it was bad representation and missed opportunity. And the messaging behind that is you can be the most powerful mutant in the world, but will never let you reach your full potential. Whereas in this movie, you can be the smartest character in the world and you can help change the world and help save the world.
But a lot of that coolness didn't just come out of thin air, nor is it something James Gunn miraculously came up with. Michael Holt as Mr. Terrific has been one of the most slept on characters in the DC universe for a good while now. The Mr. Terrific stocks are only gonna go up from here. Seeing more and more people become fond of Mr. Terrific due to how he was depicted in Superman is just further proof that Jimmy Gunn knows ball.
I'm Jimmy Gunn.
This isn't the first time Mr. Terrific has been portrayed in live action. Prior to Superman, the only thing we had going for us was the version seen in the Arrowverse, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck, Arrow didn't really do that character any favors. Definitely leaned more into the stereotypical traits of nerdy or highly intelligent characters in media, both in his demeanor and personality. Most of the time he would be used sparingly across different adaptations, having a presence in some projects more than others, but nothing compared to his role in Superman. Probably one of the best legacy characters in fiction, as Michael Holt isn't the original Mr. Terrific. The mantle was originally held by Terry Sloan, who was a member of the original Justice Society of America in the 1940s and 50s in DC's in-universe timeline. Michael Holt's origins were first revealed in his first appearance in the Spectre issue 54. Published in 1997. His wife and unborn child tragically died in a car accident, and Michael had contemplated taking his own life while standing on top of a bridge. As he's confronted by a group of gangster teenagers, he's saved by the Spectre, who tells him the story of the original Mr. Terrific, who tragically died by the hands of the Spirit King, who took over Jay Garrick's body. Terry Sloan had struggled with a sense of belonging when comparing himself to the likes of Dr. Fate, Superman, or any other superpowered character. The Spectre claimed that after his death, the original Mr. Terrific had left a void of serving a purpose to inspire kids on the street level, reaching out to those whose lives might have turned for the worst. The motto, "Fair Play," worn on his jacket, which was also seen in Terry Sloan's costume, is indicative of his philosophy as a hero, upholding morality, justice, and equal opportunity, a belief in giving everyone a fair shot, standing against crime and injustice. This inspired him to carry on Terry Sloan's legacy and become the modern Mr. Terrific.
My last question for you, Eddie, and I gotta know, what does fair play mean to you?
I'm gonna answer as Mr. Terrific, sharing my tech with the world.
Beautiful.
As Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt would prove to be a valuable asset amongst DC's catalog of heroes, first making his true mark by becoming a member of the Justice Society of America around the same time as Kendra Saunders as Hawkgirl, another character featured in Superman as a member of the Justice Gang, proving himself to be a tactical leader to the extent of being elected chairman of the new JSA roster. The most notable asset of Mr. Terrific is his exceptional intelligence, especially his mastery of technology and numerous academic subjects, displaying a high level of intelligence as young as 6 years old, capable of reading and assimilating the works of several theoretical physicists at that age. Michael began attending college at the age of just 14, obtaining doctorates and masters in a multitude of fields, which include but are not limited to law, psychology, chemistry, political science, physics, and mathematics. Mr. Terrific is widely known for being the third smartest human on the planet, with the number 1 and 2 spots belonging to Lex Luthor and Batman. Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern, considered Mr. Terrific to be the smartest member the JSA has ever had, which is impressive considering Alan Scott was a founding member of the team dating back to the 1940s and a mainstay member of the different iterations of the team leading to the 21st century, allying himself with great minds over the decades like Rex Tyler as Hourman, Charles McNider as Dr. Midnight, and Ted Knight as Starman. To put things into perspective, Ted Knight played a role in developing the atom bomb within the DC timeline and was regarded as being on par with intellectual giants like Albert Einstein. Having one of the biggest brains in the DC universe naturally comes with access to some of the most advanced technology and weaponry around. Mr. Terrific's signature gadgets are his multi-purpose T-spheres. His mask can gather his thought waves and send them out like a signal, which allows him to control his T-spheres. They can do all sorts of things like allow him to fly, serve as communication devices, act as weapons, project holograms like what was shown in the Superman movie, hack advanced security software, generate force fields, scan environments. The capabilities of these things are practically endless. His suit also allows him to become a walking blind spot when it comes to technology. Nothing electronic can see, hear, or record him. Michael Holt is stated to be an Olympic-level athlete, having been a gold medalist and a black belt in 6 major martial arts disciplines. So he's definitely not a jobber when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. I think you get the gist as to why Mr. Terrific deserved the theatrical spotlight a long time ago, being a valuable player of the Justice Society and Justice League of America since the late 90s and early 2000s. His potential role in the DCU I think will help encapsulate the versatility of superheroes in this universe and how they can fulfill different roles, whether it be through sheer intelligence or being superpowered in nature. Apparently Mr. Terrific is being considered for a spin-off TV show as well as Jimmy Olsen, so we could be seeing more of his character much sooner than expected. Any future interactions between Mr. Terrific and heroes like Batman would be absolutely peak, as he's someone Batman holds in high regard and respects significantly amongst the ranks of the Justice League. Having both of these characters interact I feel would only further put into perspective their competency as crime fighters, showcasing Mr. Terrific's high praise as someone who's on par with Batman in terms of intelligence, while also showing how capable the DCU Batman would be in a fantastical universe given what we've seen Mr. Terrific capable of doing in Superman. If you've never read anything with Mr. Terrific, you can check out the Mr. Terrific Year 1 miniseries that's currently ongoing that is a modern retelling of his origin, as the title suggests, as well as going over his first year as a crime fighter. The 1999 JSA run introduced Mr. Terrific to the team and released a couple of years after his first appearance, the same JSA run that also brought forth Kendra Saunders as Hawkgirl. The Terrifics is a book in which he leads his own team consisting of Metamorpho, Phantom Girl, and Plastic Man. There's no defined required reading for his character, you can honestly just pick and choose, but that's the case for almost any comic book character with decades worth of history. Here's to hoping Mr. Terrific will be featured in more projects and possibly become even more of a mainstay in mainstream comics.